Hello, my name is Dulcie Edwards and this is my solo for my application for the PGCE in secondary teaching 14 to 16. I've decided to base my dance on a very close to heart issue and which occurred in the World War II, that of the evacuation of the people of Gibraltar. This is a statue which has been erected in Gibraltar in monument in memory of those people who were evacuated to places such, to name a few, Madeira, Jamaica, Northern Ireland and London. These people, mainly women, children and the elderly, were taken to other countries, whilst men over the age of 18 had to remain in Gibraltar and work. I've decided to actually focus on one particular element of the statue, that of the mother. The reason for this being that if the image of the actual statue is quite a broad subject, by focusing on the mother and her relationship, that sense of loss, I will be able to work using movement motifs in able to order and choreograph my dance. In itself, the statue speaks a story of Exodus. Immediately at looking at the statue, several characters and emotions can be explored. I, as mentioned before, will be working on the mother, focusing on the position of her body and the placement of her arm, both showing a sense of leaning toward the person she will be leaving behind and the protection and the holding back of the person she will be taking with her. My choreographic approach is that I want the audience to feel a sense of impotence and struggle. Therefore, I have manipulated movement motifs and steered away from the literal and worked on the abstract. However, I do want to remain in that sense of having an emotional content, therefore focusing on the mother. My choreographic devices, as I mentioned, they are movement motifs. They are inspired by using different body parts and dynamics, using repetition and contrast. I've also decided to work along the creation of Henry Enrique, his points in space, so I can use traveling and personify what it is, the emotion. I just want to tell you a little bit about the dynamics that I'll be working on, and that is the contrast of tight and loose energy, a strong stance, the protection of a loved one, whilst the departure of another. Powerful stepping motifs, quite evident, but broken down into the abstract. Clear linear gestures in keeping with points in space. Fluid gestures to give the sense of impotence, loss, and accents. Accents for me is very important in this dance. I have chosen as an accompaniment Olaf Arnold's Boxjaw. His music is experimental and is said to be ambient in genre. He uses piano, drums, which are very important within the emotions that I'm trying to portray. I also opted for this song as I thought of my choreography due to its features, the tone, the rhythm, and the intensity. Thank you for listening. Enjoy.